Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome to an all-new episode of Superfriends, episode 129. This week I'm joined by my regular co-host Luke.
Hey, what's up guys?
Of the DC variety, because we also have the Marvel variety of Luke with us this week.
Hey, what's poppin'?
Joining me, usually for Hybrid TV, now joining on this podcast as a guest, we have Will.
Oh, wait a minute, this isn't the Marvel Universe.
So,
Yes.
We haven't heard a lot from the Matt Reeves Batman film in a while, but coming out, we might know who the villain is for the film. This came to us from Twitter. It's from Variety's Justin Kroll, where he came to Twitter and said, "Take this with a grain of salt. Things are constantly changing in the DCEU, but I'm hearing the Penguin is a possible choice for playing the main villain in the Batman. Sources even add if Reeves decides to go another route, the studio could make him the villain for Birds of Prey." Yep.
Oh boy,
So,
that's...
You can't stop him. Penguin's
this.
coming to the DCEU whether Reeves wants him or not.
Wait, is having Penguin as a Birds of Prey villain, is that like a joke?
Well,
Because
he's
a
been a
bird?
Birds of Prey villain before, but
Yeah,
it is
yeah.
kind of a joke with that.
Because it's like, we're gonna have the Birds of Prey, and they're gonna fight the Penguin.
See, that's what the Penguin should sound like, but Matt Reeves is a hack and they're gonna cast someone that doesn't sound anything like that.
He's not going to sound anything like Burgess
So wait.
Meredith or Danny DeVito.
What, you
I
want
guess
a
I've
short,
never really
fat
gotten
man?
your opinion before, Luke. Like, you're not really a fan of Matt Reeves directing the
What?
Batman?
No, I'm fine with Matt Reeves. I'm just saying
He's
I really
down
want
with
the
it.
Penguin to be dumb.
Yeah, he wants
you-
it. He wants a dumb wah, wah, wah,
Oh,
wah
okay,
kind
yeah.
of-
I mean, it should be.
What
For
we
the love of
need,
God.
what we need is a
Like,
Dave
in my
Chappelle doing
honest
his voice
opinion,
from the one bit.
I'm totally fine with Penguin. Like, I'm fine with either Penguin or Two-Face if you have to use, like, the core gallery, because those are, like, two criminal-based kind of villains. They're not, like, really wacky out there like the Riddler or anything. I think it more fits.
Give us the Iceberg Lounge.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's not gonna
Bring
work.
that back.
There's no way you can
Yeah.
do that. That's not gonna work. That's stupid.
Not with that attitude, it won't.
No, honestly, you need Two-Face for the Batman solo, and then have Penguin for Birds of Prey, played by Dave Chappelle, doing his worst, best Penguin accent
Yeah,
voice.
see, I was under the impression Two-Face was the front runner because he kept like tweeting a bunch of shit about Two-Face, like Batman.
We
comics
talked
with
about
Two-Face.
this a while ago with that. That was basically just him saying that, like, his favorite Batman stories, like, they all involve Two-Face, so people assume that Two-Face was
Right.
the direction he was going.
That's what I
But
assumed.
it seems
Surprise.
that DC may want, like, Warner Brothers or DC on the film end might just want Penguin to show up.
Right.
But the
So
question
they
is,
might be
wh-
approaching Reeves with this, and if it doesn't go with him, they're going to put him in Birds of Prey.
Do you
Yeah, it's
guys
like, why
think that
would
they
you
might try to
wanna
do
be the
something like the
villain?
Telltale version?
I thought
I
that,
imagine.
that Matt Reeves had a clear vision of what he wanted.
It's
I
not
think
clear
he
if
does.
Matt Reeves wants anything at this point. He
That's
likes
true.
Two-Face, we know that much.
Like, we also have to take into consideration Justin Kroll basically, like, hedged his bets and said, this might not happen, but this is what I'm hearing. And it may be in
Yeah.
Birds of Prey, and it might not.
Yeah.
That's super weird, but okay.
That's just...
Yeah, it's basically like Penguin might show up in one of the two films. If not, Justin Kroll was technically not wrong because he said it's always changing.
Yeah, that sounds like
if-
DC films.
Like they always say, like they keep saying, like the primary antagonist. It always kind of seems to me, if you're ever going to use Penguin, you would always use him as kind of like a secondary character. He's never been like a primary kind of villain to me.
He
He's
was
like
in
an
Batman
open-
Returns.
That's very
He's
true.
like an
but
opening villain, though.
Batman Returns is in a weird place. There's a lot of
Yeah.
weird things in that movie.
Yeah,
'Cause
when
it's a
Batman
Tim,
just flat out murders a dude.
it's a Tim Burton movie.
does that
What'd you
now.
expect?
Yeah, he did. It's perfect. We're gonna recreate Batman Returns.
Good.
He just murders faster
Bring back
now.
Max Shrek.
Like if it were up to me, I always feel like Penguin works really well as like an informant kind of character.
Yeah, that's why I want the Iceberg Lounge. They just go there to get information.
No, I want it too. I'm just saying, 'cause, like, thinking about it from, like, a realistic standpoint, I don't know if that's the direction he wants to go, but, like, that doesn't work in a realistic standpoint. What kind of idiot makes something
I want a
called
big pool with a giant iceberg in the center of the floor.
one fucking
He's
penguin
just
walking around?
eccentric like that. Let him live his life, his little waddling penguin clubfoot life.
I'm really hoping there will be a good reason that Penguin's not just fucking dead.
Yeah.
What happened? He died of mercury
He
poisoning.
only started killing minor villains.
Yeah, Crazy Quilt was the first to go, and soon after,
Yeah,
Clue
So
he
Master.
had
wait.
to kill off a kite man. You knew too much.
So is the Batman going to be in continuity or not?
We have no idea. I'm assuming it is.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
there's no information out about it because he's still writing it. He may not even started writing it at this point. Because he's still working on other stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
Until like an official source comes out and says it's part of that sort of Elseworlds thing, I'm just going to assume it's part of the extended universe.
Yeah, that's how we've been operating with it so far.
We'll get information on that when I get information on Silver and Black.
Yes.
So
what do you think about this Marvel Luke Penguin being a villain?
It's not really what I expected. I'm not going to lie. I thought they were more so going for like Deathstroke, at least in terms of the Batman. But
that was part of the original film before Matt Reeves was attached to it. It seems that Deathstroke's not going to be involved in it at all at this point.
So is that? I'm just wondering like what they're going to do then. Like one, how are they going to portray the villain? Two, was like Deathstroke just a part of like Ben Affleck's script, back when he was going to direct it? Okay,
and so like it seemed like it was part of the script back then, and they were going to tie it into Justice League with Joe Manganiello showing up there. But then when Matt Reeves took over, he basically scrapped everything from the original script.
Yeah. And not to mention that practically.
So you're saying that post-credit scene. That post-credit scene was pointless then.
Well,
we might get the Legion of Doom.
Yeah, and I mean, in the grand scheme of thing, practically nobody saw it anyway. So I mean,
yeah, relatively no.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
bad for
don't
Joe.
lie.
Have you guys talked at all? I'm sorry, I haven't listened to your guys' podcast in a little bit, but like,
wow, Luke.
Not very good.
Rude.
I feel bad. No, I just didn't know if you guys have talked about like the sort of like inner workings, because there's a whole bunch of stuff coming out. Or I guess it's stuff that has came out recently about like Zack Snyder's plans, his like original 5-movie arc and stuff like that.
We've talked about all that stuff before.
Okay.
We have very little news in a lot of weeks. We basically talked about everything.
We've I believe we've had 2 discussions that are basically just saying that they need to get their shit together.
We have that discussion like every 2 months.
Oh god.
Every month, weekly.
So yeah, Penguin might be showing up on Birds of Prey, might be in the Batman. We don't know if he's even showing up at all. But that's the word on the street right now, so we'll see if that happens.